Hi there, it's Miss Tiffany from the Butler Area Public Library, and I'm here with another Library 101 video. Library 101 is a series of videos to help you learn more about the Butler Area Public Library, about library services in general, and about information literacy. Today, we are going to take another in-depth look at part of the Dewey Decimal Classification System, or the DDC. This video is going to focus on the DDC 200s. So, the overall theme of the DDC 200s is that of religion. Remember, the DDC is broken up into different sections called the hundreds, and today we're studying the 200s, which covers religion. Within the 200s, we break it down a little further into 10 sections that cover some general topics throughout the section. And we're going to talk a little bit about what those 10 sections are and what kinds of materials they're going to cover. So the first section of the 200s is the 200s. So that's going to cover 200.00 all the way up to 209.99. And this area just covers general works about religion. So remember, we've talked before about how the Dewey Decimal System starts general and gets more specific. And the beginning of the 200s religion section is going to be those general works about religion. The next section is the 210s. That's going to cover 210.00 to 219.99. This section covers natural theology, or the nature of religion in general. It's going to talk about the ideas behind religion and different philosophies of religious beliefs. The next section is the 220s. So that's 220.00 to 229.99. And this section is specifically set aside for the Bible. There are many different versions of the Bible. There's the King James, the New King James, the New Standard Revised, the Living Word Bible. There are tons of different versions of the Bible. All of them will be found within this 220 section. Next, we have the 230s. So that's going to be 230 to 239.99. And this section specifically covers Christian theology. So that is the study of Christian religious beliefs. The next section is the 240s. That's 240 to 249.99. And this section covers Christian moral teachings as well as devotional teachings. Some types of things you would find here would be devotional study books or other books dealing with questions of Christian morality. The next section is the 250s. That's 250 to 259.99. This section is set aside to talk about different Christian orders or local churches. So if you were looking up some local history regarding a church that you attended in Butler, chances are you would find that material cataloged in the 250 section of the Dewey Decimal Classification System. Next, we have the 260s. That's 260 to 269.99, and this is set aside for Christian social teaching. The 270s, which is 270 to 279.99, covers Christian history. So specifically the history about new churches being founded, things like the Reformation. This would all be found in the 270s. So in the 280s, which is 280 to 289.99, you will find information about Christian denominations and sects. So when we talk about denominations of Christian religion, those are simply different types of Christian religions, things like Methodism, Presbyterianism, Southern Baptists, different evangelical churches. All of this type of information would be found in the 280s. And finally, we wrap up the 200s with the 290s. This is 290 to 299.99. And this is where you will find information about other religions of the world. So if you were seeking out information about Eastern religions, about non-Christian religions in the United States, you would find all of that information in the 290s. Once again, the 200s isn't an area we see a lot of nonfiction books for children in our library. We have some children's religious books in that section. We do have some Bibles in that section, but the majority of the nonfiction materials that our library has in the 200s will be found upstairs in the main nonfiction section. I hope this closer look at the 200s of the Dewey Decimal Classification System has been helpful for you. I have created a worksheet to go along with this video, and I will link it in the description down below. I'm also going to include my email address in the description of this video so that you can reach out to me if you have any questions, whether it's questions about the material that we cover in this video, other questions about the Dewey Decimal System, or just questions about the library in general. Please reach out to me because I'm always happy to help. Thank you for joining me for another video, and until I see you next time, happy reading.